Ay. Otra vez. Come here. Let me say something. I remember Tampa, the way she used to be, the places we would run to, the faces we would see. Yes, I remember Tampa, those precious memories, a city rising on the move, a simple yet progressive groove. I remember Tampa, and she remembers me. Yeah. She remembers me.
Welcome to the Tampa Native Show. Stay tuned now for the fastest 60 minutes in cable broadcast history. Live from the studios at TBCN, the home of the Tampa Native Show. Join your hosts, Mario Nunez, the 15-minute girl, and Steve Canella, as they celebrate growing up in Tampa. From Shock Armstrong to Shakey's Pizza, from Braddock Street to Buffalo Avenue. Get ready to call in and tell us your stories, because sharing your memories has never been this much fun. And now, Mario Nunez, the 15-minute girl, and Steve Canella.
She remembers me.
Hi, Tampa Native Show fans. It's Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and it's gotta be the Tampa Native Show. Thanks for being there with us. This show is coming to you live from the studios of Tampa Bay Community Network. My name is Mario Nunez, and as always, I'm seated next to my broadcast partners,
Sally Nunez,
our 15-minute girl, and right over here to my right,
Tampa Steve.
a.k.a. Tampa Steve. I mean,
Steve
Canella.
Canella.
That's what he was supposed to say. That was his cue anyway. Hey, listen, we're glad that you're there with us tonight. We know that there's a lot of competition on Thursday nights. Tonight in particular, they're doing a JFK question and answer and another screening of that wonderful Lynn Marvin Dingfelder documentary, JFK in Tampa, over at the Tampa Bay Museum, Tampa Bay History Museum.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So we know we're up against them as well. NFL is always doing something crazy on Thursday nights. And we understand it was a busy day in Washington, so I'm sure the political talk shows are all up and running pretty good today too. But we're so glad that you decided to spend the next hour with us. We're going to have a great show tonight talking all about traditions, Tampa Native style, everything having to do with Thanksgiving. Steve, we talked about it a little bit before the show.
We sure did.
What used to happen at your house during Thanksgiving?
Well, I'll tell you what, we had the best time at Thanksgiving. We had a lot of family, a lot of food, tons of fun. Had a little bit of booze. You know, in the house too,
you got to have that eggnog.
Yeah, had to have that too.
I hear you.
Oh, absolutely. But mainly for me, the most exciting part of it was just having family together, you know, all in one place. We had my grandparents. We had a big family back then. My family's kind of shrunk down a little bit over the years.
Sure.
But just having a household full of people, spending the day just around the table, having dinner and enjoying each other's company.
Who carved the turkey?
My father did that. In fact, we have a picture of that a little bit later. We're going to show with the electric carver. Remember
Sure,
those?
of course,
Have one of
Sunbeam.
those.
And that was his job. I mean, no one challenged him on that at all.
No, that was a patriarchal rite of passage.
Head of the house.
I mean, yeah, it was just something he did, and no one ever said, "Hey, can I try that?" No, we knew better, you know.
Sure, sure.
But wonderful memories of Thanksgiving growing up in Tampa.
Darling, how about yourself?
Yeah.
Well, ours was kind of the same. It was the traditional Thanksgiving. We had usually just the four of us. And then after a while, when my grandmother and my aunt moved here, they would join us for Thanksgiving. No booze at my house.
Uh-oh.
We just all ate our food. I helped Mom in the morning get it all ready, slicing potatoes and rolling dough for pies and all that kind of good stuff.
Everything from scratch?
Everything from scratch, always.
Well, at my house, it was kind of a little bit like Steve's. You could say there was a lot of activity. Typically, it was over at Abuela's house, so we all traipsed over there, and it was a small house, I think about 790 square feet or 800 square feet. But you can imagine, we ate in shifts because there was really and truthfully one table. Probably sat around 6 at that table in the one sitting, but because there were so many of us, we would eat in shifts. Nobody seemed to mind. Always booze on the table, absolutely. And of course, maybe that helped a little bit with we didn't see
Nobody
your mind.
minding.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The NFL, I believe, was traditionally already playing on Thanksgiving Day, so we always had that to look forward to. I think there was probably an early game and a late game. Maybe not so much in the very earliest years, but as the 70s, 60s gave way to the 70s, then we had football. And of course,
Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Thanksgiving Day
Yeah.
Parade. We were just going to say thank
We
you, darling.
started our day like that.
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
and we'll start it again next week. Thanksgiving Day
Yeah.
Parade. Of course, you look forward to seeing the Macy's Day Parade, and at the end of the Macy's
New
Day
balloons,
Parade,
yeah.
when Santa comes in and does his thing, he lets you know that it's officially the season of
begun.
the Christmas season has begun. Now, as I recall, there wasn't such a thing as Black Friday when we were growing up. Is that
No.
correct? That's a phenomenon
that's new.
That's
And
recent.
by the way, the
Right.
malls were closed on Sundays.
The malls were closed on Sundays, and
Grocery stores too.
everything,
Yeah,
everything
everything
was
was
closed on Thanksgiving Day, as I recall, because, I mean, they didn't even give you until noon or 2
No.
o'clock. I think if you didn't get your stuff the day before, you were
out of
kind of
luck.
out of luck on that deal.
Yeah.
And maybe it was better back then.
It was better.
People did travel, and I guess they're still traveling today, although most of the travel back then was probably by car. We were lucky if we had a cool breeze on Thanksgiving, because there were some Thanksgivings that were maybe not as cool as our
like
neighbors
now,
to the north.
It's not that cool now.
Not that much different than today,
Yeah.
but we always did manage to sneak in a little football game at halftime of one of the football games on TV.
Absolutely.
You know, the kids would gather, whatever kids were either the neighbors, or if you had a big enough family with enough kids, football playing would ensue. Now, today, there's not a lot of football playing going on that I can think of.
No.
There is a whole lot of laying up on the easy chair, because there's something about that turkey.
Mass consumption of
There's
food.
there's
is what
something
it's
about
all
that.
Tryptophan, is that what
That's
it's called?
Yeah.
that L-tryptophan, man.
That's
I don't
right,
know
turkey.
what that's all about.
I think it's everything.
But I think if you eat enough of that, it's
Yeah.
probably why you get that malaise right after, gorging on that Thanksgiving dinner. I will also say that Thanksgiving, time of giving thanks, certainly, it's also a real kind of it's one of those, you work all morning to put it all together,
Oh, I
sometimes
can attest
the
to
night
that,
before.
yeah.
And when you get down to the table and get down to business, how long does that
10
last,
minutes.
guys?
Not long at all.
And the food's eaten, and then it's dirty dish time.
If we do more than 15 minutes, I mean, really, if we hit
Silly.
it hard for about 10, 12 minutes, maybe 15, including dessert, right about that time, everybody
are
retires to the parlor, to
Yeah,
the easy
that's
chair,
it.
to the sofa.
It's over.
You know what does last long is the leftovers. What do y'all do for leftovers? Do you make sandwiches?
Oh, that's
turkey
a good. That's
sandwiches?
you know what?
Sandwiches, soup.
Yeah, that's a big part of Thanksgiving.
Turkey sandwiches were always, kind of like the Christmas story, you know,
Yeah.
when Frankie's talking about turkey sandwiches the next day, and they were something to look forward to.
For a day or so.
Yeah,
But
we
then
never
they
did
would
the
get-
turkey hash.
would
Did you
get
do the
old
turkey
and
hash?
Didn't want
No.
any more turkey.
We didn't do the turkey hash too much.
No.
Trying to think what else we might have done with the turkey. I guess you could have made a soup.
Yeah, I did
Turkey
make
soup.
soup. I
Turkey
did
soup
use
was
soup.
was to have been enjoyed.
Turkey salad.
Turkey salad. Turkey
Yeah.
salad
Very
sandwich.
common.
Yep.
Yeah, turkey
Yep.
salad.
So that's coming up real soon, and can you believe it's already here? I mean,
believe
where
this.
has
We are in warp speed.
2013 gone?
Aren't we though? It's
We want to
amazing.
talk a little bit about our sponsors right up at the top of the show before we open up the phone lines, but we'll give you the number so you can get ready. Darling, the number's right there on the wall. You have it memorized, I'm sure.
813-977-6800.
And there it is on your screen, just in case, 813-977-6800. Call us tonight. Tell us your favorite Thanksgiving Day story. If it happens to be a Thanksgiving Day story growing up in Tampa, all that much better. But we know we have some viewers that watch us from out of state.
We do.
And we appreciate your calls. If you want to share with us maybe a favorite story, that day that your uncle got drunk and fell into the punch bowl and made a disaster of things. I'm just being facetious, of course. I mean, but they will burn the turkey, or something else happened.
Everyone
that was
has a special story.
a
I have a favorite story.
a calamity, and we'll tell you ours as well. We
Yeah.
will share ours with you as well. But get ready to call in and tell us your story. Why, Steve? Because
sharing your memories has never been this much fun.
and there he
And
is.
your Thanksgiving memories.
Your Thanksgiving
Especially.
memories tonight. So let's talk a minute about our sponsors,
let's do
Steve.
that.
Because
We love our sponsors.
Without our sponsors,
without our
Truly,
thank you.
we
Go ahead,
do.
Steve. Let
without
them
our
know.
sponsors, we wouldn't be here. Without our fans as well.
That's correct.
We're very, very thankful on this Thanksgiving.
On this Thanksgiving.
show for our sponsors. So Thank you, guys. So in fact, we're going to talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. Let's
Yeah.
start right up at the top. Let's
Let's
name
do
each
that.
and every one of them, Stevie.
Well, how about the first one, Village Inn?
Village Inn, an institution right there on Dale Mabry, just
grew up
north of
going
Kennedy
there.
Boulevard. The Walker boys
Right.
run the family business now, but we will all remember them as Dow Sherwood, the Dow Sherwood family of Village Inn pancake houses. And boy, they're still there. They're still serving some of the best food in the area. And who didn't go there after a Friday
I was
night or
going
a
to say,
Saturday
we
night
spent many a late night
of
there.
dancing at the clubs? And
Yes.
after it was all over, there was one place and
Meet
one
at the
place only.
Pancake
Meet at
Going
the
for
Pancake
breakfast
House.
at 3 a.m. in the morning. I remember that many times. In fact, there was a line out the door usually at that
People
time of
still
morning.
do that.
Oh, of course, of
Yeah,
course. No,
2 or
it's
3
a,
o'clock
it's a
in the morning.
tradition
Yeah.
like few here in Tampa.
Right.
Steve?
Well, Peter Macaluso.
Peter Macaluso. Talk about it, Steve.
Well, an attorney,
Defense
amazing,
attorney?
amazing Tampa native, and we
Yes.
met him at his office that day. Remember? And
Absolutely.
He talked a little bit about was it a tow truck company that his
His
father had?
his father, and,
Yes.
and Peter, if you're out there watching tonight, we hope you are. Give us a call tonight and tell us again, because we want to have you on the show soon to tell us your family story. It was on Hillsborough Avenue. It was a wrecker service. His father owned a wrecker service.
Ace. Was it Ace?
Was it Ace Wrecker Service?
I think it was Ace. Was it?
Stevie.
I think that was it.
On
yeah.
the ball tonight.
Yeah.
And Mr. Macaluso, thank you so much for your generosity and for sharing your time and your money with us. And we love to have you on the show sooner than later. So that's
good
Peter
stories.
Macaluso. We also have the Caracolillo Coffee Mills, and that's the Faedo family.
Wonderful Faedo family.
We know about the Faedo family. They're probably over at Kiki and Raul's right now tonight watching the show and enjoying a Thanksgiving dinner, because tonight at Castillo's, and that's another one of our sponsors,
Another great
Kiki and
place.
Raul, the Castillo
Yeah.
family. They're having their Thanksgiving special tonight, probably while
just
they're
got their
watching the
email
show.
just now, too.
Excellent, excellent. The Tampa Yankees, thank you so much, Tampa Yankees family, the Steinbrenner family, for being sponsors now for the last couple of seasons. We appreciate it. And if you're here next year, we don't know. We hear there's rumblings. There's rumblings that you might be moving to Ocala.
Yeah.
But if you're here next year, maybe you'll be able to come in and be a sponsor in the springtime again as well. Tampa Eye Clinic, Steve.
Yes, how about that?
Another Tampa institution right there across the street from St. Joseph's Hospital on Martin Luther King, formerly known as Buffalo Avenue.
Legacy business.
Legacy business.
Thanks
and
to Luis Rodriguez, right?
Luis Rodriguez,
Thank
who
you, Luis.
brought that sponsorship to
Right.
us. Over 60 years in business, so we appreciate the Tampa Eye Clinic. One
Well-
that's near and dear to you, Stevie, La
Well,
Unione Italiana.
L'Unione Italiana, the Italian club of Tampa, Ybor City. And
Sal Guayardo.
Sal Guayardo, Joe Capitano. And I have to say, as far as giving thanks, I mean, the Italian club has been really good to us.
Yes, they have.
Would you agree? I mean,
Yes, they
Yes,
have.
they
They've
have.
been fantastic sponsors, very fun organization, great to work with. And I'm a member. I'm not just the president, but I'm also
No,
a member.
he's not just a hair club president member, but he's also the president.
But they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to work with.
And we're going to do more things with them
yeah.
in the coming year.
Absolutely.
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 That's the Italian club in Ybor City on 7th Avenue.
Joe and Sons Olive.
Joe
Olive
and
Oil.
there's right there in South Tampa. Third, now soon to be fourth generation ownership. There they
Yeah.
are.
Can we see it? Yeah.
And you know as well as we do, if you need anything having to do with balsamic vinegars or infused olive oils, you better get down there and don't even mess around.
They're
Bay to
great
Bay,
recipes.
Bay to
for
Bay
all of
between
this.
Himes and McDill, and they treat you right there. Wonderful, wonderful people, the Messina family. Thank you so much, Marilyn and Andrea. We appreciate it.
Mr.
Empanada, Audrey Perez, and we just talked to her yesterday, Audrey Perez, and they're opening, Mr. Empanada is opening up a new production facility in Drew Park. But not only will they be producing their wonderful empanadas there, they'll also be retailing out of the front. So if you live in and
Nice.
around Drew Park, close to the airport there, just south of Hillsborough Avenue, they're going to be opening up a brand new facility there in the process of finishing out the building currently. So thank you, Audrey, for your
wonderful.
support as well.
Thank you.
Alvin Magnan or Magnan Jewelers right there on...
Used to be Alvin.
It used to be,
Magnan.
exactly. It's just habits.
Yes.
They fall hard. Thank you, Winnie, for your support, your love, and your generosity as well, right there on Dale Mabry. Another legacy family business in Tampa over 50 years.
There's a lot of those.
We
here.
talked about the Castillo brothers, and I can see there on your computer screen.
sure are.
How about the Chiefless company?
How about
of
those
Platanito
people
chips,
that are
as we know?
wonderful people?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Argudo family. We've had Peggy on the show before, and Stephanie as
Amazing
well. That's a business that anybody who has grown up here in Tampa is proud to say they can remember the first time they turned that bag of Platanito chips around and realized that was made
Made in
In
Tampa.
in Tampa. Boy, wasn't that a source of pride?
Yep.
Delicious products. Thank you
was,
all.
it really was.
La Segunda Central Bakery, home of the only Cuban bread worth
Eating.
putting a Cuban sandwich on. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I said it there. I'll say it again. The best Cuban sandwiches have to be made on bread that comes
We
from
had
La
one
Segunda
yesterday.
Central. And you had one
From
yesterday.
there, yeah.
Also, took the time to buy an apple turnover because I gave guava a break. I took a pass on the guava, and it was amazing. So they're doing some renovations there on 15th Avenue and 15th Street in Ybor, in the heart of Ybor City. Renovations to their building as well. So to the More family, thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Tony.
I'll be stopping there
and
next week.
And thank you, Copeland.
I'll be stopping there next week to get some of the guava pastries.
Oh, and take a
for
wheel with
Thanksgiving,
you.
Yeah.
Take a wheel with
Yeah.
you because Stevie's going to be making a trip up to St. Augustine to see his family. So be sure to
Fuel for the ride.
That's on the list already. My
Yeah,
sister
yeah.
already,
And you better
requested
buy
that.
2 wheels because one you'll probably eat on the way. And you want to have one when you get to the door. Brocado's Sandwich Shop right
Yes.
there on 56. Talk about another Tampa institution since
Yep.
1948. Joe and Michael Brocado.
Been very good to us.
Been very good to us and wonderful. Get over there and get you a stuffed potato,
Great
get
sandwiches.
you a double crab. And try to eat one of their Cuban sandwiches by yourself. You might hurt yourself.
possible.
South Tampa Chiropractic Clinic and Dr. Tom Aguero and his office manager and his wife Susie and the rest of the staff. Thank you so much for keeping us healthy and
Thank
keeping
you.
us happy and providing us with support,
love all
love,
of you.
and all of the good things that come from that wonderful chiropractic clinic. Right across the street from the Tahitian Inn on Dale Mabry and right next door to Magnan Jewelers in the heart of South Tampa. PJ Testa Accounting, you guys?
Wow.
We love
I don't know what to say.
He's just
He's
there's
watching
not
right
enough
now.
good
Wonderful.
you can say about PJ.
I mean,
he's
it's
just a wonderful guy, and he's
been
been there
fantastic
for us
to
from
us, really.
day one, and we love you, PJ.
If there was a contest for who's our biggest fan, I wouldn't bet against him. I would
No.
not
Yeah.
bet against
I
Mr.
wouldn't
PJ
put a lot of money
Testa.
on him, no.
PJ, thank you so much for being first
Many
always
thanks.
with
Yeah.
everything. Love and affection.
Thank you.
Much to you. Mike's
Mike
Delivery
Baluha.
Service, Mike Baluha, the gentleman who's responsible for the song I Remember Tampa, the gentleman who's responsible for our opening and closing credits.
a lot of stuff.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mike, and your family. We love you,
We do.
and we look forward to working with you much, much more in the future. King Corona Cigars and Cafe Bar in Ybor City. Now, this is a new sponsor here at the
Yes.
Tampa Native Show, Don Barco and Company. And if you haven't had a good cigar lately, we advocate getting over to the King Corona on 7th Avenue, right across the street from Centro Español, more specifically right across the street from Max Argentar.
That's right.
No better place.
No, and
I'll
they have
leave
great food too.
And thank you, darling. It's
Yes.
not just a cigar bar.
Salads,
but you can
wraps,
have an
sandwiches,
amazing meal there.
delicious.
The Café con Leche is fantastic.
The
there.
Café con
It
Leche
is.
is great, and the
And
conversations
the
that ensue
people
there.
are wonderful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Always a great conversation.
Be prepared to stay for a while because you
Half a
can't
day.
get there yet, but
No.
2-hour shift minimum, 2 to 3 hour shift minimum. Thank you, Don,
Thank
for
you, Don.
everything that you do, and Brenda as well.
Nice
Yes.
man, too.
What do we got left, partner?
Well, we have the Columbia, Eric Cups.
Eric Cups and
Eric
Cups
Cups. Sounds familiar.
Cups Production.
Yeah.
We don't know that guy. We'll go zooming right past. That's
over
Eric
there.
Cups.
Yeah.
That's our technical director.
right.
Thank you, Eric, for the wonderful,
love you,
the
Eric.
wonderful work that you have done with
Yes.
us since the beginning. And you know, we wish you success, and we know that you're going to do great things in
You are.
2014. And if we have to lose you, we're just going to say this for the record, and I've got it on record now. You have taken this show to a whole new level, and
Absolutely.
we certainly appreciate everything you have done, and we thank your family for
We
allowing
do.
you to come play TV on Thursdays with
That's
us.
right.
And you're welcome back
Big
on the
sacrifice.
set anytime. We love you, buddy. Thank you. All right, the Columbia Restaurant. The Columbia Restaurant, the Gunsmart family, also a family that's been very, very good to us,
They
and we hope
have.
that they continue.
Yeah.
Ulele is going to open up next year
can't wait
sometime
for
in the
that
spring
one.
or the fall,
Yeah.
and we can't wait to go over there
That'll
and
be fun.
party at Ulele.
Yes.
That's something to be looking forward to for sure.
Legacy sponsor, Tampa Tile.
And Tampa Tile. Tampa Tile, who this year, the DiFabrizio family is celebrating 60 years
Wow.
in business here in
Long time.
Tampa.
Incredible.
And we appreciate you as well. Thank you, Jerry, for your kindness, for your support, for the great tile in Terrazzo. It's no longer tile in Terrazzo. Now it's just
No.
Tampa Tile because nobody uses Terrazzo anymore.
I like
but
Terrazzo.
thank you, Jerry, for sponsoring our show and for allowing us to come in here and do what we do each week. We really appreciate each and every one of you.
appreciate all
And
of
our
you.
fans. And while we're giving thanks, let's not overlook those fans. Because you know what? You guys call each week.
Yes.
You guys share your stories. You guys inspire us to come back here next week and do it all over again. So thank you. Get ready now to call in. You know, we're going to be giving away one of our Tampa Legacy 50-year
T-shirts.
in business T-shirts. We just mentioned
Speaking of,
3/4 of those businesses,
Yeah.
they're all
On the
right
back.
here on the back of this shirt.
Yeah.
And you know, because Tampa's a baseball town, I'll show it to you that way. Tampa's a baseball town. You can see they're all right there on the baseball
There
diamond.
they
So,
are.
give us a call. Tell us your favorite Thanksgiving story, and give us your bolita number. We'll be sure and drop you in there in the
I
contest.
will be waiting.
And they have to call to get the.
We do.
Oh yeah,
Qualify
yeah.
for the Believe It?
have to
Yeah,
call.
yeah, you got to
Okay.
call. You got to call because I know some of you like to take the low road, take the easy road, and send it in via email. But tonight and maybe going forward the rest of the time, it's best that you give us a call.
Mike, you have-
Operators are standing by tonight.
Right.
Hello, Dory is on a break.
So we
Becky-
say hello, Dory.
So we say hello, Dory. She's out there
hello,
watching
Becky.
probably, and we say hello, Becky tonight because Becky's
Hello,
going to be taking
Becky.
your calls. So if you'd like to talk to Becky, pick up the phone 813-977-6800.
sweet.
You know, Mike Beluga had a comment here based on what we were talking about earlier
Here
about the
we go.
leftovers. He
Here we
says,
go.
"What about turkey pot pie? What's up with that?"
Hey,
I never
Turkey
had
pot pie.
turkey.
that was a
great.
process.
Yeah,
that was kind of
yeah.
That was involved.
It was involved. Turkey pot pie was kind
Yeah.
of like turkey
like-
salad,
Right.
Because you had to kind of cut it up.
Add a little more to it.
But
But
I
if
guess
you had somebody that was willing in your family to make it, lucky you.
yeah. Did you
We
have
didn't
the
make
shells?
that.
Were
We
the
didn't
shells
make that.
pre-made back then, darling, or did you
I
have to
don't
actually
think so.
roll the dough out and put them in the
I don't
little
remember
pans?
the-
Mike,
the little
tell us
shells.
how it worked in your family.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're still doing it now, if Cynthia still got the gumption and she's in the kitchen 2 days after making chicken pot pie, if she's still making chicken pot pies, if she's still making,
And I don't care.
if she's still making turkey, inside joke, if she's still making turkey pot pies for you, my brother, we want to know how that's working out.
Yes, yeah.
Because, you know,
Maybe we can stop by and get some.
did you not invite us? We'll come do a review. We'll bring some turkey pot pie on the
Oh,
set. Did you
my.
not ever have chicken pot pies when TV dinners were doing the thing?
I do remember.
Yeah, the
those.
frozen kind.
The frozen
Yeah,
kind.
My
Yeah,
mother
the frozen
never made
kind. And you always had
chicken
to take
pot
the
pie.
knife and do what?
You had to slice it, right?
You had to make
Yeah,
a little
like-
X on the
yeah.
top to get
Mhm.
the steam come
the
out.
hot-
Yes.
yeah, the-
Right.
yeah, the heat.
But what was, chicken pot pie was arguably the most common. I guess
Right.
they had turkey pot pies as well.
I don't think
there
so.
was the people that made the TV dinners.
Swanson?
were
Swanson.
Swanson.
And the second brand was
Banquet.
oh, third brand then. Banquet was the second.
What was the
third,
second
Morton.
one? Morton, that's
Morton.
right.
Okay, so those
That's
were
right.
your pot pies, right?
I don't remember. I just remember Morton fish. I don't remember.
I think Morton also made pot pies. Somebody out there correct me if
No.
I'm wrong.
Oh,
But we
maybe.
definitely know Banquet and we definitely know Swanson.
Swanson for sure.
Because they were the TV dinner people. But what was the one downside, if there was a downside, easy guys before you jump in, about making a pot pie or better yet, enjoying a pot pie? Go.
I don't know. I would just say
Took too long.
I didn't
Go.
like Popeyes anyway.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't like.
I didn't like them
Oh.
either.
No, no.
I'm not a fan.
Not
Too
a f-
hot. They burned your mouth.
Okay, good. Too hot.
You gotta wait too
hot.
long.
And you had you got them both.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got them
yeah.
both. It took
There you go.
45 minutes to cook.
Yeah, no.
And you had to anticipate your hunger because you really wanted to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
So you had, okay, I'm going to be hungry in an hour and a half. It's going to take 45 minutes to cook it
Yeah.
and another 45 minutes to cool down.
So you don't burn yourself.
So I got to plan this out. Big plan.
I was not
But
a
anyway,
fan of pot pies.
were not bad though.
No.
I mean, I could tell you that I kind of enjoyed
Okay.
the infrequency.
his own.
Is that a word? Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. The lack of frequency that we had the Popeyes. What line are we going to first, darling? All right, let's go to line 4. Caller on line 4. Take it, darling.
Hello, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is PJ Testa.
Hey.
Hey, PJ.
Arda.
We were just talking about you.
Hi, PJ. Did you hear us singing your praises?
Yes, I did. I love you guys.
Love
we
you
love
too.
you
here.
too.
Love
Same
you
here.
too.
Yeah.
We really
I
do.
tell you, it's the best television show there is.
Thank you. And
that's
we
great
were
to hear.
commenting before we went on the air tonight, and bear with me just a moment. I was watching an HBO special this afternoon while we were getting ready to come to the studio. Very nice, historic. Whoopi Goldberg produced a special on Moms Mabley. We all
that's
remember
hilarious.
the great Moms Mabley. And this special was kind of telling us a little bit about her life and her times, and it was a historic perspective on who Moms Mabley was, produced again by Whoopi Goldberg. The reason I mention that is because in today's fast-paced world, the TV shows that we're watching, PJ, there's so much going on. There's a news crawl across the bottom. There's something moving in this corner. There's something else moving over here. And you kind of have to really, really focus your attention on the person that's speaking to you on the camera.
Yeah.
But in the Moms Mabley special today, they showed a clip from her appearance on the Merv Griffin Show, 1969.
Wow.
And what made that special was, first of all, it was early TV. The set was very simple. And it kind of reminded me of
This.
Yeah.
our set right here.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's, this comes to you with humility, we are just doing a simple little thing here each and every week, and it seems to be working. So, if you're really frustrated like I am with the TV out there, with all the crawls and the spinning time
Oh, Lord,
and
you're doing
temperature.
multitasking just to
Yeah.
watch.
Right, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Just watch us, BJ, because one thing we will never do here
is multitask.
is multitask.
Very good.
All right,
We'll
now
single
back
task.
to you, PJ. Tell us your favorite Thanksgiving memory.
Well, my favorite Thanksgiving memory started about 6 or 7 years ago when I started doing Thanksgiving here at home.
Okay.
And like this Thursday we're cooking for 25 people.
Oh wow.
Wow, it's a lot.
And I'm doing
That
two
is
and a
a
half
lot.
turkeys, 2 whole turkeys and a turkey breast,
Man.
and then a plethora of side dishes, baked ham,
Wow.
and desserts, everything that goes with it.
Great.
And my 92-year-old mother, who will soon be 93 in January, just loves coming out here and spending the Thanksgiving holiday with us, along with the rest of
wonderful.
my family.
Great
Two,
day.
two
Great
questions
day.
for you, PJ. When is her birthday? What date?
January 28th.
January 28th. I won't put you on the air on live TV and ask you if you'll come on and do the show with us on or around her birthday. The two of you. I won't put you on the spot on live TV. You can answer that later. The second question I had for you, besides when his mom's birthday is, what time is dinner served?
Anytime after 2 o'clock.
All right, because that sounds amazing.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah,
lot of
we
food.
do it good. We do it big. I even print up menus. I put everybody's picture on them.
Oh, wow.
He does it right. He
Put
does it
up
right.
big.
Well, that surprises no one, because anybody who's been around you for a little
Yeah.
bit of time knows that when you do it, you do it right.
Yeah, if you're going to do it right. That's
That's
what I
right.
always
That's
say.
exactly right.
That's right. Great. Well, give us your Bolita number, because you know what? You're the first caller tonight.
You
we
might
wanna
win.
we want to give shirts away.
All right, number 42.
42.
Excellent. Well, PJ, thank you so much again for everything that you do for us here at the Tampa Native Show.
For making us thankful.
I think it's fair to say that you are a #1 fan, or right up there at the top.
Agreed.
And we'll come
Do
see
what
you.
you're doing, Mario, because you got it figured out, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? That's the second time I've heard him say
Yeah.
that.
I like that.
And we're going to put that on our website.
Yeah.
You should do that.
All right, PJ.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and to
Everyone.
the entire family.
Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
PJ. He gave us our
great.
last tagline too, didn't he? Remember?
did.
The fastest hour in cable
Yeah.
broadcast history.
Write that down, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing
I
what
like-
you're doing,
I
because
like
you've
that.
got that figured out.
That's very good.
Pretty good, PJ.
Yeah, my father used to say that too. He said there's two ways to do things, a right way and a wrong way.
Yeah.
Which way are you going to do it?
There you
Right.
go.
And he's so right about that.
No, there's not a lot of wiggle room there now.
No.
But what is it? What kind of a kitchen do you have to cook 2.5 turkeys?
A big one.
I mean, you got two full
Two
birds and a
ovens.
breast.
2 ovens.
And he said something about a ham too.
Yeah.
That sounds like an industrial kitchen. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
sounds,
Well,
it sounds like
You know, PJ's going to have what it takes.
Oh yeah,
to
no.
get it all done.
I would love to see what that looks like, and not only that, but
Copy of the menu.
Does anybody know what a plethora of side dishes is? I don't know, but I think
do.
it would probably
Sounds like
fill
a lot
up.
to me.
Probably fill up this whole table
Yeah.
here. And by the way, this would be a great opportunity if I could point out to you, we have the table decorated in Thanksgiving and
Tchotchkes.
holiday Thanksgiving. Tchotchkes?
Yeah,
Safe
that's
to
what
say?
I think they are.
Figurines?
Knickknacks.
Patty Whack, give the dog a bone.
Dog a bone.
Figurines,
Yeah.
and we want to say thank you. This is part of the this is part of
The
Tampa
collection.
Native Carmen and Phil Nunez collection.
Oh,
this
nice.
is from their home. This I stole
Part of
it
it's
from my mom's
ours.
house this week, and of course we have Joe Nome on set with us as always, and our
Right.
Ybor City lamp, which is our trademark. And of course, the Pilgrims from Publix, which every year make an appearance.
gotta have
Yes.
those.
Our favorite
They also
commercial,
have Santa
just
and
about
Mrs.
every year.
Santa.
We used that in 2010, I think, for that show.
Yep, we sure did. We sure did, and we got a little clip from that show.
We
don't
do. We'll have to show that. Hey, by the way, Mike Bluha, real quick before we get that call.
Did he answer the
He
Popeye?
responded- yeah, he
Why
did.
did he call? Mike, why aren't you calling?
He writes back. He says, "Steve, I'll eat yours, and you can deliver some leftover, or you can have some leftover stuffing and giblet gravy, because I'll be out of town." He's talking about the
that's
Popeyes.
right, that's
So you guys can go there. He's saying he's inviting you guys to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
We have plenty
There you
of
go.
food.
Yeah, no, and listen.
We have food.
But if we don't go that
Amazing
day, we may
amounts.
swing by the next day because we want to make sure that we see
Right,
everybody
right.
as many as we can over that long weekend. But yeah, we've got a little food ordered as well, so
lot
it
of
should be
food.
a lot of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. But remember, everybody, don't overindulge, and whatever you do, you might want to before next Thursday.
Keep drinking eggnog.
Eggnog is always wonderful. And they have these lovely things at the health food store called digestive enzymes. And they really do help.
Oh my.
I'm just giving you, this is your health tip of the week.
Some extra ones.
This is your health tip of the week. They really do help, break everything down. All right, let's go to our caller on line 5. And then we've got a film clip we want to show you that's going to be a lot of fun. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey guys, it's David Benito calling.
Hey, David.
Hey, David Benito, where
happy
you been?
Thanksgiving.
How you doing? Yeah, I've been busy the last. I've kind of missed you the last couple of Thursdays, but glad to be talking to you tonight.
Here we go. Here we go.
Equally as well.
And I've got a couple of them, if I could.
Okay, please.
One of them, for many, and in fact, till her last Thanksgiving here with us about 6 years ago. My mom saved all the Thanksgiving things that all of her grandchildren had done.
Oh, like in grade school,
yeah.
like when you're making
Right.
things for
Well, I have
Thanksgiving.
all of
And
ours.
the hat
Wow.
Yeah.
and everything, and that
The pine cone
the
turkeys.
decorations
Yep,
on the
Moms
walls,
keep
and
all
the
that
window, on
stuff,
the windows, and that was
Yeah.
that's
Construction paper.
something I always remember. The same thing with Christmas decorations
Yes.
with kids. And another thing, we were always a pretty big group, close to 30 at the height when everyone was living here.
Mm-hmm.
And the one year, this was a long ago because we were still at the big house on Corsica. And finally one year she had everything done early that she could take time to, relax,
Oh, nice.
freshen up a little bit. Now we had someone helping us with my grandmother. And we had one of those really old school with the socks, with the sock Cuban coffee maker, the one with the
Oh, sure.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
screwed the thing on.
Yes.
Well, apparently the woman wasn't too familiar with that model and didn't screw the thing on all the way.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
So you can imagine what happened. There was a fountain,
Oh, no.
Cuban coffee. So
You had to wear your coffee.
Oh, wow.
So we had a Cuban coffee soaked Thanksgiving dinner that most of the side dishes.
That's pretty.
And now
That's
you
a
have
good
the
story.
memory to go with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if it had happened
great.
any time around this time, boy, you'd have had video, audio, you'd have
Oh, that'd be
everybody
Yes.
with a camera on it,
Everyone,
because
there would be many pictures
everybody's
of
got
that.
cell phones and every
Oh,
cell
yeah. So, but that, I really miss those Thanksgivings.
Of
And
course.
listen, you said when we used to, that was when we were at the big house on, what was the street?
Corsica.
Corsica.
Corsica. Growing up, I could never say, and I don't think Stevie, although you lived in a house, the one that you lived in,
The tri-level?
yeah, the tri-level.
Yeah,
That was a cool. That was
that
kind
was-
of a biggish house.
It was.
Big-ish.
Yeah, three layers.
Three
Three
layers.
levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
three layers.
3 layers.
Apparently,
like a cake. Yeah.
apparently, Steve lived in a 3-layer house. I'm not sure what that is.
I lived on the bottom layer.
He lived in the bottom layer. Apparently, his parents were the frosting on the top. But I never lived in a big house. I can never say like.
Well,
they-
you live in a big house now.
Now I do. But Davian said, and it's not that big. But Davian said, when we lived in the big house, I like the sound of that, Davian.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Corsica house, they moved into it the year I was born in
Sure.
'6.
Well, there were a
They were always
handful or
having
more
parties.
of
They
Benitos,
needed
right?
a big house.
There were 7 of us.
Oh, well, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
And if even if you double bunk in a couple of rooms, you still need about 5 rooms there at least.
It was 6,400 square feet.
That's
big. That's big. You can
Yeah,
get lost.
that's huge.
You can get
That's
lost.
huge.
You can get lost in a closet there for a couple of hours. They don't find you. That's great.
And the master bedroom was the size of an apartment.
Wow.
There you
Wow.
go.
That's when we moved. This was really from the day we moved. When they cleared out all the furniture of the master bedroom, the mover knew that one of his supervisors was kind of in the area and said, "You got to come see the size of this bedroom." It was a huge bedroom.
Cool.
Well, that's nice for mom and dad.
Yes, of course.
A little place to get
Well,
away.
with seven kids,
Yeah.
you gotta
You need a
have
big
a little
house.
privacy, a little
Yeah.
privacy, a little
Wanna
place to go.
hide.
Yeah, a little place to go and sit and read or
Yeah.
stuff like that. David, give
Great
us your
story.
Bolita number.
46, please.
46.
Some things
is.
never change, young man.
Yeah.
His odds are good tonight.
Yeah.
Only 2
Well,
callers.
listen, thanks for calling in. Happy Thanksgiving, in case we
Thanksgiving.
don't see you, and we appreciate you being one of our biggest fans. You know what?
Great stories.
You and PJ Testa, you guys are right there, man. You've been there since the beginning with us. We appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. Right from when you used to be at the other studio.
That's
Yeah,
right.
loyal
See?
fans.
That's
Over by
right.
University of Tampa.
Almost.
Just a
3
real
years.
quick plug for those of the viewers that going to the USF game on Saturday. The group doing the running the bulls before the game. You might just see a familiar face doing the running the bulls.
I have a
I
sneaky
think I know who it
suspicion.
is.
All I'm going to tell you is wear a couple pairs of socks, man, because you can get blisters
Yeah.
on your feet real easy.
Yeah.
All right,
fun.
David, have fun. Thank you. Don't pull anything.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Thank you, David.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
calling.
Bye-bye now.
Great story.
And I hope Davian remembers to take a picture or at least a little video of himself running with the bulls. Kind of cool, take a picture.
A little safer though, I think. This
No,
this
much
type
safer.
of-
Much
Oh,
safer.
yes.
Yeah, he's not going to be running with the real bulls. He's going to be running with the USF bulls.
Imitation bulls.
Oh, let's go to
All
our
right, let's
caller
do it.
on line
Let's do it.
4. Gosh, look at the time already, guys. We got a little video that we want to show, but first,
Let's talk to Mike.
a break from who?
I think
Oh,
it's,
nothing.
Is it Mike?
We try to be so cool here.
I'm not the only
and
one
make
that makes
believe like we don't know
bloopers.
who the next caller is because they're talking to us.
I'm
in
just
our ear.
guessing. I'm just
so
guessing.
we know, but we're trying to be cool. But yeah,
We're not
sometimes
trying to
Steve
be
gets the
cool.
best
I
of
know, I
Steve.
just- I couldn't.
He's trying to
I'm
be
so
cool.
excited.
But watch how we do it anyway. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Pilgrim, Mike Baruch.
There he is.
Welcome.
The Native American and the Pilgrim.
Very
you
nice.
go.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
What's happening, my brothers?
Tell us a little
Mike.
bit about that pot pie, man, because we're interested.
No, that's Cindy's specialty. It's obviously it's after Thanksgiving.
Sure,
That,
sure.
So
Yeah.
Day of, forget about it. Day of is traditional, but
Right.
after Thanksgiving, that's one of the that's one of her specialties right there, man. And I'm talking good stuff, man.
Can you buy the little
Shells?
the little shells already? Pre-made?
Yeah, Sarah
Okay.
Lee or whoever makes those
Sarah
things.
Lee's
I don't know,
nice.
yeah, but I'm telling you, they come out. I can't wait till they cool off, though.
Well, that's what you heard me say that earlier, right? That's a problem
That's it, man. That is a problem.
because it takes about 40 minutes to cook, and then you're desesperado. You want to get in there, and if you go too fast,
You'll burn your mouth.
Yeah, you're going to the hospital. You're going to Treyes, man. I'm telling you.
I've been known to burn the roof of my mouth, no doubt about
That's
it.
what I. Well,
Hey,
good.
real quick, I want to go. We never had traditional Thanksgivings at my home because my father was always working.
As was
Yeah.
mine.
That was, you know what I'm saying?
As was mine.
So I did not experience that till later on in life with Cindy.
Oh.
And, they always had big gatherings, family gatherings at her sister's,
Yeah.
or over here, or whatever, which we do now, and we'll have this Thanksgiving.
Good.
But the fondest memory
Yeah.
that I had was when we got away from it all. The first time that we were able to take a vacation as a family after probably being together for maybe 7 to 10 years without going anywhere, we finally got a chance to break away. We went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Great
We were
place.
in the prime of our lives. The children were young. Everything was
I've been there.
vibrant.
Yeah.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee's got all these Christmas lights going on
Yeah.
at the time.
Yes.
Again, that whole city street begins lighting up for Christmas early. We went to a place, there was no washing dishes, there was no tension.
No,
We went to this little place, I can't remember the name of it, the Riverside Creek
Oh.
Hotel or something, where they had a buffet right next to this beautiful stream.
Yeah.
The cool air. It was just so memorable, man.
Sounds
It
wonderful.
was, it was a beautiful time, and it was the first time we had been away as a family, and it was
Yeah.
a great memory.
It's beautiful there. I've been there, and we stayed in a hotel that behind us there was the creek, so I remember all of that.
Yeah, that creek is on the right behind, the main drag
Right.
in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We can hear it in your voice, Mike, that was a special time,
Absolutely.
and special memories were made on that trip. It's always the first time that you kind of.
Subsequently, we did it a few times after that. We did it the year 2000. I remember being there when it snowed and everything, and we saw the ball drop from that little tower.
Oh wow!
We got there, but
Very nice.
but the best was that first time.
Yeah.
Sure.
As I said, we were young. We were
Kids were little.
Everything was new.
We
That's
talked.
wonderful.
We tell you everything was new. I remember Tampa.
I could hear the song right now.
Listen, man, you can't get that by us.
No.
You kidding
He's
me?
been singing that.
That's like trying to sneak a sunrise past a rooster, man. You can't do that here.
Good try, though.
Hey, give us your bolita number.
Okay, either 3, which I know is already
No, it's not.
3 is yours.
3 or 13 or 33, whichever is not taken.
3 is all yours. And before you go, please tell us how's her recovery coming.
She's much better. She's actually got a job as a teacher's aide right now.
Good.
Oh,
With
good.
Twin Lakes Elementary.
Good.
So she began to work. Her recovery is going slowly but surely. And then thank God she's still around. And
Yeah.
and it wasn't more severe than
Good.
it was.
Well,
it
we saw
was,
the picture of the car.
but she's-
That was pretty frightening, Mike. We saw the picture of the car, and that was scary to say the least. But Give her our best, all the best to you, to the family, and we look forward to big, big things in 2014. Thank you, my brother.
You got it. Hey, don't
Happy
forget
Thanksgiving.
Cindy's 18. Or
Oh, 18.
Okay,
18.
thank you, Papa.
She's got it.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, how about
My
that?
brother.
He finally called, thank goodness.
Yeah,
it's good.
no,
It's
no,
always
what-
good to hear from him, isn't it?
Of course, of course. And he knew that there was a line open, and we kind of shamed him into it. It's like, wait,
Yep.
sending an email, call us tonight.
There he
and
was.
he did.
And it's
he
funny,
did.
he
that
introduced...
Gatlinburg memory was
Oh,
neat,
that
though.
sounds great. Not a great
It's
story.
great there.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
But he mentioned when he
There.
called in that this is a Pilgrim Mike, right?
Pilgrim Mike.
But what a coincidence. We have a video
Oh, we do?
that we can show.
Let's do
that,
it.
That relates to that.
Let's
With
do
pilgrims?
it. Couple, you want to set it up?
Yeah, Eric, this is actually from our Thanksgiving show 2010.
First season.
First season. Probably
And-
like our fifth show, maybe?
I was going to say, because we
Fourth or
started
fifth?
broadcasting September 1st, so,
Yeah.
about 6 or 7 shows into our
I don't
brand
think
new...
there was a 15-minute girl then.
I don't...
She wasn't the
She was
15
kinda
minute
like,
girl
yeah.
as you know her today. She
No.
wasn't on the set yet with us. She was just
Right.
off camera, but she was certainly a big part of our production. She just hadn't made it up to the table with us yet.
She
And
was
this is
scared.
early on.
This is very early on. In fact, I think what we did first, we did a Dr. Paul and Groucho Marx
For Halloween.
show
Yeah.
for Halloween, and then immediately we went to the Pilgrim Paul and Groucho
Right.
Indian.
And Groucho
That
Indian.
was fun.
And it was a great, part two,
It's a
you
lot
might
of
say.
fun.
Good
But,
setup. Here
you'll
it
enjoy
comes.
this.
Enjoy this. About 2 minutes.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name. Happy Thanksgiving and tell us a story.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you guys, and this is Star from Land O'Lakes.
Well, how are you,
Hi,
Miss
Star
Star?
from Land O'Lakes.
I recognize that name.
Do you know Tessa from Odessa?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, good, good.
I had a really funny Thanksgiving a couple years ago. My mother was cooking, and the night before she stuffed the turkey, where all she had to do the next morning was just put it in the oven. Well, that night she put the turkey in, and she couldn't find her glasses.
Oh, no.
All night long she's looking for her
no.
glasses. Somebody took my glasses. You know, when we get old, we start to lose our minds and we forget things. So, long story short, she opens up the turkey the next morning to throw it in the oven, and there were her glasses. They were in
Oh, no.
the turkey.
Baked right in that delicious
Wow.
bird.
She made a really spectacle of herself, it sounds like, you know. But,
Okay. I got my number.
All right, you're going to have to give it to us because I can't read your mind from here, Rube.
13.
Lucky number 13.
that's what I read his mind, and that's what I came up
You
with.
came up with 13 as well.
My mind had read, palm
Thank you
read
so
today,
much
too,
for
but-
tuning in. It was a pleasure talking to you. That other fella, he called me today and said it was a pleasure talking to you on that computer there.
And that was Mara Nunes, yes.
Yes, whoever that person is. Thank you so much, and do call us again.
Okay, I will. I think it's coming on now.
Thank you.
Wonderful,
Thank
thank you. And Ruben, by the way, was it your father or your uncle that used to work at the Silver Ring?
My father.
Your dad. How many years was he at that Silver Ring?
Oh, God, about 5 or 10 years. I was preteen.
There you go. Wonderful memories
Thank
all.
you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Ruben. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay,
To you and your
One of my
family.
favorite things
Yeah.
about Thanksgiving is doing the wishbone with my family. And we always pull to see who get the longer wishbone. And I always win every year. In fact, I think I'm ready for tomorrow, too. I mean,
That's the biggest wishbone ever.
yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to win this time again. But
Looks more like a brontosaurus burger
it's-
bone. But
Wasn't that something sweet? Kiss my grits. That was our 15-minute girl right there at the end, and
It wasn't a 15-minute girl yet.
at that time, you were. You
No, I was just a helper girl.
You help a girl? Okay. But you used to come in every show at the 15-minute
Yeah, and say
mark.
something. I
So
was
you had
scared to
received
death.
the official
Yeah.
moniker.
Right.
But
Yeah.
kudos
Identity.
to the 15-minute girl, even though she wasn't officially her 15-minute girl, for wearing that spectacular turkey hat.
Kiss my grit.
That turkey hat looked good on you, baby.
Oh, okay.
It did. Well, I'm saying it did. Look at it
and it's
there.
appropriate for
Huh?
the holiday, right?
Perfect
It's
for the holidays.
lovely.
You want to go through some of these photos while we
Yeah,
have time?
no, we do because we're
Let's do that.
almost at the 15. I don't want to say the 15 minute
That's
mark.
my line.
The 15
That's
minute
my
mark.
line.
All right, but yes, let's call for those photographs, Stevie, and let's do that
Here.
because
Yeah.
folks were nice enough to send those in, and we want to make sure that we get those on the air for everybody to enjoy.
Absolutely,
And there's a little
absolutely.
story, I'm sure, behind some of these photos.
I'm sure.
And yep, let them rip.
Let's let them roll. We'll start with
And-
number one.
And number one is Stevie.
This is Jim Hooper on the back right. That would be, I guess, his brother.
And his two brothers.
Two brothers, right?
Two brothers and his dad.
And remember the turkey on the table? Remember those paper?
Yeah, they kind of opened up like an accordion style.
Yes, exactly.
Sure, like crepe, not crepe paper. Crepe paper? Paper mache. Crepe paper.
Like
Crepe paper.
Yeah, like crepe
right.
paper. And that's Jim Hooper and his family. Shortly after, I remember him saying that shortly after they moved here from out of state, and that was their first Thanksgiving here in Tampa. So thanks,
nice.
Jim, for sending that
Thank you,
picture
Jim.
in.
Great
and he
photo.
And his brother, he said he and his brother, they used to dress them alike. And Stevie, who's this?
Well, this is my family. The front right is my grandmother, and right behind her is my father, and then all the way down my sister's my mother, grandmother. And around, I'm behind, you can see right behind
I see
on
the
the
top of
left-hand
your
side,
head.
yeah, the tree,
Yep,
right in
yep.
front of the palm tree.
Yep.
And now the next picture.
What's in the glasses?
Well, the glasses is iced tea.
Okay, and what house was that?
And this was at this was actually
previous
the
one.
the tri-level house.
That was the
Yeah,
tri-level house?
that was the one
Okay,
on Knollwood,
cool.
West
Knollwood.
Knollwood. Yep, near Housewife Bakery,
There
not
you
too
go.
far from there.
Okay.
But you see the crowds I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the show. I loved having all
your
family
family there, man.
It's just great, And
You were lucky that you had all your
yeah,
family
very.
there.
That's one of the things.
There's your dad closest to the picture.
That's him right there,
Yep,
yep.
And your grandma next to him.
Yep, his mom.
And then your mom.
My mom.
And all the way
behind her.
around the corner. You
All
must
the
have
way
been
around.
taking this picture. We
I think-
decided
I
because
think I was. I
you're
think
not
I
in
was.
this one.
My aunt and
Yeah.
uncle on the left.
Sliding glass door.
Yep, we sure
Out
did.
to the backyard.
Backyard with 4 orange trees and 3 grapefruit trees.
Wow.
And all very healthy. I mean, tons of fruit.
Nice.
But that was my one of my best memories of
So did
Thanksgiving in
Nana
Tampa.
cook? Did Nana cook or your mom?
It's actually my mom and my grandmother too. She helped as well.
Very good.
So that was just
Your
fantastic
dad's holding
memories.
something there. What's he holding?
Salad bowl. Looks like.
Salad.
Oh.
Looks like potato salad.
How cool!
You know, it might-
Stevie.
it might
great,
be.
great photo. That's your uncle there, right?
That's my
One of the-
uncle.
Yep, I can
Yep.
see the top of his head there. Oh, that's great. That's
Great,
a great photo.
Great memories, and that's one of the things I'm thankful for. Really, just
Family.
just the family.
Family having them all around. Next photo. Oh, here we are.
I'm thankful for the 15 minutes left of the show because that's where I get to talk. And
Honey.
it's 15 minutes left.
Oh, wow.
She's a 13-minute girl now, I think.
No. We have 15 minutes left, so
Okay,
let's move it.
so let's start talking faster.
More pictures?
Next picture. Okay, we've showed this
I
one,
know
I
those
think, once
people.
before. These people right here, my grandfather and my grandmother, my mom's parents, and look at Uncle John. Look at Juanito.
Tata.
Man, Tata's so happy right there. Look at that turkey.
That looks pretty good.
That's a big one too, boy. I don't know, about
Yes.
16, 18 pounds worth.
Yeah.
And the outside of that thing is crispy and cooked to perfection. And my grandmother's just, she's got a big smile on her face because she knows what's about to ensue. That's a little tiny kitchen.
Oh,
and
you
out of that
can't
little
even believe
tiny
how
kitchen,
tiny
has
that
small,
is.
so small, they
Yes.
served the entire family.
Yes.
So we lost them a little while back. It's been about 20 plus years, and boy, we just had some amazing times.
We
And
did
Stevie,
have-
like you said, those were the times that I was most thankful for. The holidays, and especially being able to be around my grandparents. And there was always a bottle on the table, man.
Very sweet people.
So you walked in, you took a shot, and we went from there.
That's great.
That's my
great.
grandparents. Hey, we got a caller on line 4. Let's check out who's on line 4 real quick.
Okay.
We'll come right back to the pictures. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is the big pumpkin
The
from
big-
Orlando.
There he
Pumpkin.
is. Hey,
long
Pumpkin.
time no call.
I know.
Good to hear from you, sir.
I've been busy over here, man, in the pumpkin patch over there. All's cool in the patch, baby.
Yes,
Good,
yes,
good.
the pumpkin patch is good. Listen, we've been following you a little bit. We understand.
Yeah.
We understand that you unlocked a trove, and the treasure
Oh,
chest.
pictures.
Oh, yeah,
You
man.
cracked the vault open. You found the holy grail of photographs, and now you're starting to post them on Facebook. Thanks for doing that, brother, because they're amazing. Those photos
Oh, you know what?
are
I tell you what,
amazing.
brother, I came home that night with a few friends, and I was looking for that one picture from of JFK that my mother took. It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
incredible. And, you've seen the other ones in the motorcade, but this one she was 6 feet away from Kennedy. She was at McNair Air Force Base, like
Wow.
straight up to her and looking right at her. I mean, it's incredible. I know nobody's seen that picture. So I had it in. Man, I've been thinking about that for a couple of days, but I'm bugging me. I came home, I took out that big bin and started putting pictures. My wife's a court reporter. She got her back to me, got her headset on. And, man, about 20 minutes later, she turned around, and, I mean, it was like a bomb went off. I mean,
Wow.
she was everywhere. Yeah, I found a lot of them, a lot of great ones, too, man.
Lucky for
And
you.
the thing with this is there's so many people in the picture
Right.
that are very good friends that they have passed away.
Oh.
Parents, like I've had friends from Jersey, and they've never seen these, and they're going to be happy as hell. So
Sure.
Big Pumpkin, we promise, if you can carve out the time, make a special trip to come down here, we'll give you a show. 90 minutes if you need it, because it sounds to me like you've got a lot of heft there with a lot of those pictures. And we'll just show those pictures. We'll just show those pictures, because not only will it be telling the story of Mike Padrina and all the wonderful fun things that he did in his life, but look how many people you also affected. So it would be a really touching show. And not just that, but if you want to delve into the pictures themselves, some of them are time capsules in and of themselves. That kitchen, that shot of the kitchen with that dated furniture, it's amazing stuff. Come on now. Send that stuff to us.
Half those pictures, Mario, I can't show you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, no, we won't bring those.
That's another show.
Well, listen, just promise us when you come down here, you'll let us know so we can meet up with you.
That sounds great, man.
Let's do that.
Bolita number?
There's a couple of I sent them in to Steve. I don't remember what the hell I sent in.
Okay, we'll get him now. We'll get him from him now. He's got him right here.
And you're short on time, but we need to talk because some good things going. The thing about Cuba, trip to Cuba, that there's one guy, if I don't know if I got time, a guy called Gary Rappaport used to run all the clubs in Tampa.
Right, we talked about him before.
Yeah, his grandfather was Myra Lansky, man. And he's got some stories, brother. And it would be great. I mean, that whole Cuba thing, and maybe we can get to the Cuban.
Well, that's coming up, and there's a lot of things. I mean, the ice is starting to melt a little bit there. Things are starting to shift, and I think before too much longer, there's going to be a big push, and like it always happens, things move glacially, and then all of a sudden, woof.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be seeing in the next 2 years, before this administration is up, I think you're going to see, before 2016, I think you're going to see movement there. And we're going to get a big group together and go all together. Okay, Mike?
That'd be wonderful, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you.
Love you, brother. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
Number?
We got his number.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Big Mike. Thank you, Big
Mike.
Pumpkin.
Big Pumpkin. Thank you.
Bye-bye. We got to get to this next caller, and we've got a video that we've got to show, and that's about a 2-minute video.
Gotta
Steve?
get it.
About a minute.
About a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Sure.
get to this next caller, and we'll come right back. How many more pictures do we have to get?
Yeah, we have about 5.
Okay.
6.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, I'm Matt Roman.
Matilda.
Hi, Matilda. How are you?
Okay, I was just calling because I wanted to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving.
That's nice.
Oh, how nice.
How sweet. Thank you so much.
Happy Thanksgiving
Matt,
to
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We really, really appreciate you taking the time to do that.
And I wanted to say thank you for your program. It is a weekly gift that you give our great city.
Oh, how
Wow.
sweet.
That's awesome.
There's our highlight.
sweet.
There's our highlight for the
Thank
show.
you so much.
We love you, Matilda. Thank you. That means more to us than you know.
That is a gift.
Thank you again, and happy Thanksgiving to
To
all.
you and your
Happy
family as well.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that is nice.
Well, we're just going to give her a shirt because I forgot to get her Bolita number.
I got goosebumps
I was
on
moved
that
to
one.
tears. I was moved to
You?
tears.
Yeah.
You can't see them
Oh.
at home, but I got
That's
water
amazing.
in my eyes.
We'll cut that out.
That's sweet.
That's a highlight.
And not solicited at all.
No.
Okay, we
More
got a
photos?
few minutes left. Yeah, let's run through
Let's
these
look
last
through
few
these
photos
real quick. Yeah. Number 5, I believe.
Thank
now.
you, Matt, for that wonderful call.
Beautiful call.
A photo? There it
There we
is.
go. This is Dan Perez.
We think this is Dan Perez. We,
We
don't
think
know
that's
for sure.
Dan.
That's either Dan Perez or Pablo Escobar. We're not sure.
No, Dan's
this is
watching.
either Tampa, Florida, or Barranquilla, Colombia. We're not sure. But Dan Perez,
Dan.
you too, my friend, have an amazing cache of photographs
He does.
Yeah.
that you need to share with us in person. So I don't know what's going on with you and Mike Padrina, and I can't pin your shoulders to the mat, but I will chase you until I catch you, because we want you to come on the show, Danny, and I think you can tell a wonderful story.
Yeah.
You are a historian. You are a living,
You can
breathing
tell the Tampa
archivist.
Pick
He is.
story.
You know how to do this, man. Come on and do the show with us. We got 5 minutes to go. Quick, next picture. Thank you, Danny, for sending that picture
This
in.
is my father carving the turkey. Remember the electric
With the
carving
sunbeam
turkeys?
carver.
My dad
Carver.
Yeah,
had
the
one
carver,
too.
right.
Look at that.
Sunbeam.
And the bread on the
And
refrigerator.
the bread on top of the refrigerator. How many of us stored that bread on
No.
top of the refrigerator?
Bread was
but
in
even
the bread
better than that,
box.
you see the stove there, or is that the
Yeah,
dishwasher?
That's actually the stove.
Okay, that's the stove?
Uh-huh.
Underneath the stove, that little drawer that pulled out?
Right.
What did you store in that drawer?
We pots and pans
What
and
did you
lids.
store?
pans.
Pots and pans. And in
Yep.
my house, Ritz crackers, chocolate chip cookies, all the bread, the cookies, all that stuff, that's what we
Something
stored
really
there.
wrong going on
Maybe
there.
because we were short people. We just needed to be able to have access.
Small
my
house,
gosh.
maybe?
Small house.
Yeah.
Short people. Next picture.
Ugh.
Oh, there she is. There
Turkey
she
head.
is. Listen, before we get off the air, we've got just about 3 minutes to go, I believe.
Is that it?
Let's show that video real quick. It's a solicitation for sponsors because, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do this without you, and now's the time when we ask for your help with sponsorship and donations. So show that video real quick. We'll come back and do the Bolita drawing. Hi, Tampa Native Show fans. Mario Nunez here alongside my broadcast partner,
Sally Nunez.
our very own 15-minute girl, and right over there to her left,
Steve Canella.
Tampa Steve. Listen, you know, as the 2013 broadcast season comes to a close, can't believe it already, guys.
It's
I can't
amazing.
either.
The 2014 season is right around the corner. We'd like to take this opportunity once again to thank all of our sponsors, our current sponsors.
Right.
This is that special time of year when we recruit and solicit for new sponsors.
Yes.
Steve, if somebody has a business out there or knows somebody who has a business and they'd like to help us here with our funding.
Well, I'll tell you what, the best thing to do is send us an email actually to goodtimes@tampanativeshow.com. That's goodtimes@tampanativeshow.com. And why do we call it Good Times?
Because that's what we have here.
There
Good
you go.
times.
It's always a good time on the Tampa Native Show, and there's no better time than now to be a sponsor.
That's right.
And we appreciate all of our sponsors, one and all.
Love them.
So,
do.
on behalf of Tampa Steve and the 15-Minute Girl, guys, let's do it together.
Ready?
Salud
And
happy
happy
days.
days.
We love you, Tampa.
Yes, we do.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
See ya.
And that's up on our website too. So if you like myself, like Steve and the 15-Minute Girl, never get tired of watching that, you can see it all day long. It's on our website. Listen, we got about 3 minutes to go. Do we have some more pictures to show, Steve?
No, well, we have
We have
a couple more, but if we have time, we'll show them.
All right. Well, there it is.
There it is.
There's Indian Groucho. That was a great night. That was a really
was
fun
fun.
show at the old studios. And there's Pilgrim Paul, and we had a great time burying the hatchet. Remember when we
Steve
buried the
looks
hatchet?
really
That was
good
our-
with dark
It's a lot of fun.
hair.
Let me also say before we get off the air tonight, a couple of things real quick. Tomorrow night, Jefferson High School is taking on Armwood. That's going to be a great matchup. It's out there in Armwood. I'm going to be going to that game, and we're going to be cheering the Dragons on. Also, Sickles, which is undefeated this year. Sickles out in our neighborhood is taking on East Bay, and there's another big game. Plants taking on somebody else, and I can't quite remember right now. It's an out-of-city game. 2 minutes to go. We've got 2 birthdays to mention. Edie Courtney Strickland, Darlene Ortiz Ramputi, 2 Tampa natives, 2 Tampa Native Show fans. Happy birthday, to 2 lovely ladies, and we appreciate you guys being out there watching us. We know you're watching tonight. Happy birthday to both of you.
Happy birthday.
All right. We've got how many people?
We have
tonight?
1, 2.
All right, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4.
All right, let's
Well,
get in there.
this
You
is-
got, you got big mics? You got big pumpkins?
Yes.
All right.
This will be a tight race.
Yep.
No.
No, what's Big
what
Pumpkin's
was
number?
it?
Give me Big Pumpkin's
54.
number. 54.
Oh, 54. Okay.
54. Stevie, why don't you pull tonight?
Let's do that.
Get in there, closest to without going over. You know I always screw this up.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in there, man.
Here we go.
All right.
41.
41
39, 38.
would be number 18,
Right in the
Cindy
middle.
Beluha.
There it
Cindy
is.
Beluha.
Cindy Beluha.
Everybody else went over.
Winner, turkey dinner. How about that?
Or
Like that.
chicken pot pie, turkey pot
One
pie.
of the fun things I remember also doing on Thanksgiving Day, which was a great big tradition here in Tampa, was the Hillsborough and Plant Turkey Day game. It was at Phillips Field for all those many years, and then of course it was at Tampa Stadium. That was a big tradition, and there it is. And we really enjoyed doing that. Didn't get to have our turkey until we came back from the game, but it was a lot of fun those years. Well, we're almost out of time, but we've got about 35 seconds to go. So let's go ahead and take this time to say, darling, you want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving to all of our wonderful fans and sponsors. We love you all.
Stevie?
I second what Sally said. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Have a great time.
Yep, be safe, don't eat too much turkey, and let me just say on behalf of the Tampa Native Show hosts, thank you to Eric Cups, who is back in control of the TriCaster tonight and switching all the pictures for us. Thank you, Becky, for answering the phone. Hello, Dory's got the night off tonight. I'm Mario Nunez on behalf of the Tampa Native Show. Salud and happy days. We love you, Tampa.
Yes, we do.
See you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Back when we were younger and everything seemed new, we used to have a lot of fun, yes we did, no matter what we do. Sleepy days, long summer nights, going anywhere we please, with love that I could call my own, love that I've always known, the city that I call my home, a home from which I never roam. This love affair was meant to be. I love her and she loves me. I remember Tampa, oh, she remembers me. She remembers me. I remember, yeah, yes I do. Oh, I remember, yeah, me and you. I'm a Tampa native, Tampa native, can't you see? Saturdays, 7 p.m. on TBCN, home of the Tampa Native Show.